What's up, everybody? It's Jason with MP3D. It's 2022, and I'm going to be trying some new things this year. One thing I want to do is I'd like to come on here and do a little podcast as well as a YouTube video. So I'm tearing down the music here. But so we're going to talk about 2022, what's up and coming for the podcast, and also for my YouTube channel. We're also going to be talking about what happened in 2021, why I went missing, and kind of give you just a little bit of background as to what's going on. So again, I'm Jason. This is MP3D. Also, this is going to be a podcast. I actually have a podcast right now called The Bro Show. But the two guys that I was doing the podcast with, you know, things just fell off. I mean, not our friendship. Our friendship's great, but we just weren't able to get together to do the show as often as I would like. And so, you know, instead of just trying to beat around the bush and try to make a podcast work when it just really wasn't working for them in their schedules, Jesse had a baby. Justin, you know, he moved away a little further away. So it's a little bit harder for him to get over here and just kind of make that transition to do a video and all that. So anyway, we just haven't been able to do it. So we're going to talk a little bit about, you know, the setup here and what we're doing down in my studio. And, you know, it's 2022. And yes, I'm really looking forward to 2022 and what it's going to bring for us. But I do not want to say that everything's going to be great for 2022. I'm a very positive, uplifting guy, but I don't know. I mean, you know, like I said, I was very hopeful for 2021, and yes, there were some things that I felt like for me were amazing, and then some things were not. So let's get into some of those things and take it to a little serious note and talk about 2021. So, I would say probably a lot of you wonder why I haven't been doing YouTube videos. Or, you know, Jason, why haven't you been doing your Instagram? Why have you been putting stuff on Facebook? And it was just a crazy year for me. I'm going to try my best to get through this, but it's been a tough 2021. Very tough. You know, obviously, the thing that's going around that everybody's getting sick from, probably you're at home right now sick with it too. Who knows? But it's been rough with that. We've lost a lot of people, lost a lot of family, lost a lot of friends, and it's been rough. I think we've lost a little bit of hope in some ways that a lot of this is just going to get better. So, and it's really strange for me because I'm not a negative guy, you know, but let me tell you a little bit of my COVID experience. I was showing my neighbor how to use a hedge trimmer. Simple, you know, brand new hedge trimmer. Showing him how to hold it, how to turn it. And I didn't know that the battery had been stuck in it. Not his fault. Not my fault. But it accidentally fired off. And I just about lost a finger and part of my hand. And this was all while things were going great. My photography stuff was going great. I had a lot of stuff to edit. And it got crazy. My hand was messed up. I had to go to the ER. It was loaded down with COVID. If you've been in there, you know. It's bad. But while I was there, I must have contracted COVID while I was there. I was only there about 12 minutes. It didn't take a lot. I mean, this thing can't tell time. You know that. And I went to an urgent care, you know, and they sewed me up. Everything seemed fine. Everything seemed great. And then all of a sudden, you know, just things went bad. And just to rewind, prior to this happening, I actually got my first shot for the vaccination. And like so many of you were hopeful, the benefits, were scared of the negative stuff that's out there, but I did get my first shot. And it just so happened that as soon as I got my shot, I messed my hand up. So all of that combined created this perfect storm for me to catch COVID. So what's horrible is that I got COVID in addition to dealing with my hand. So not only was I changing bandages and stuff like that, but I was dealing with COVID, and my wife was trying to take care of me and not catch it herself. We're both educators, as you guys know, as well as what else I do. But I got really sick. Really sick. And I got really scared. So it took me about 3 weeks to get to where I felt like I was human again. And there were some scary moments, and I'm sure probably more for my wife than myself because I was kind of out of it. But if you've gone through this and had the experience that I had, you know how serious it could have been and how serious it was for me. So that happened. And as if, nothing else could go wrong, it did. I don't even know how to talk about it. I'm one of 4. There's 4 of my brothers. And in 2009, I lost my brother, Stacy. And it was horrible. It was awful. And it just basically killed my family, for a little while, for a long while. And I never wanted to feel that again. And, you think like with something like that, it would bring your family closer. You'd think that it would make everybody pull in tight. And it maybe in some ways it did, but in other ways it didn't. And, I have an older brother, Chris, and a little brother named Jamie. And it was just us 3 left with my mom. And my mother has been in and out of being in bad health. And, there were times that I really thought that we were going to lose my mom in 2021. She had probably 3-4 major surgeries. She had a hip replacement, a femur replacement, she had a hip repaired, then replaced, then a femur repaired, then replaced. And, it was just awful. But, I thought all that would bring my family closer. But, we just had things we dealt with as a family, dysfunction, probably like a lot of you guys, things that we don't talk about, things that are not fun to talk about. But I promise I'm not always going to be on the down, but I want to talk about this 2021, and then we're going to get past it. And we may have to come back to it from time to time. But the reason I've been absent is probably all of that. But my brother Jamie and I had really been working on getting our family back together and making us whole again. My brother Chris and I had really been working on our relationship a little more, but it had fallen off again. And then, I don't know, things you don't think are going to happen just happen. And, we would say we were going to get together. We'd say we were going to talk. We were going to get our family together. And it just didn't happen. And, it just didn't happen. And I guess like so many things, you always think you have so much time. But you don't. I don't even know if I can bring myself to say this, but in November the 1st, I got a phone call while I was at work. And I'd been really fearful that maybe I was going to get a phone call that my mother had passed away. Because, she has COPD, her health has been poor. I wasn't ready for what I was going to be told on the other line. Your brother Jamie, he's dead. He didn't wake up. He went to bed and he didn't wake up. And he was my best friend. And it was really rough. So life just stopped when I lost my little brother. And all the things that we were going to do in our old age, all the things we were going to say and fix, gone. So 2021 was not a great year. And it really put me in a funk. So I say all this to tell you this, is that I don't want 2022 to be anywhere close to 2021. It was so bad. In fact, my wife and I didn't even pay attention to when the ball dropped the other night. And that's so weird for us because we always do the ball drop. We always do that. We stay up and we do the Happy New Year thing, but we start hearing fireworks outside and we realize we missed it. 12 o'clock had hit, 12:01, whatever, and we missed it. But I know myself. I know my family. I know who we are. And I know that this year, I'm going to make it a point to be better, to do better, to have fun, to be more creative. I mean, as far as photography and all the things that I normally do, 2021 was great. It was everything else that was just garbage. And I know that 2022 is going to be better because I'm going to make it better. So, let's talk about what's going to happen for 2022. Let's talk about what we're going to do. Let's talk about what we're, going to do to make sure that this year is better. All right, so let's talk about 2022 and how we're going to make it better. One, we're going to stay off the negative things that's out there in the world. We're just going to avoid it all. I'm not going to put it on my channel. We're going to be upbeat. We're going to do fun stuff. We're going to have a good time. We're just going to focus on all the positive things that are going on in our lives. And as far as my YouTube channel, this will be the last sad YouTube video that I do. Let's hope anyway. And hopefully, I really want to up the game in the content. Sometimes I have to tell you, I get lazy and I give you guys vanilla content. And it's not because, you guys know, it's not easy putting together quality stuff. It's just not. It's not easy. It's a lot of work, So sometimes I just default and put the stuff together, put some music to it, try to get it put out there. And I don't want to do that. I want to up the game. So I'm going to have part of this as a video podcast that I'm going to do on here. I'm going to keep you guys updated. I'd like to do this once a week, maybe twice a week. Who knows? We'll see. If you guys like this, then let me know. We'll get real. We'll get some topics on here. Today was how bad 2021 stunk. And you guys got to see me be a little vulnerable. But, I want to move on from that. And I want to bring the fun. So I want to get back to doing some things I enjoy doing. I want to do some live stuff. I want to do some unboxings. I want to do just some cool things. I want to show you guys my studio. Some of you guys haven't even looked around here and seen everything. So I'm just not sure exactly what I'm going to do. But I've not even made any goals for 2022 other than stay positive, stay grinding, put content out there, explore the world, travel, and who knows, maybe, just maybe, 2022 will be the end of this stupid thing that's going on all around the world. But anyway, that's all I've got for this video. I'm sorry that it wasn't my typical upbeat, unboxing, fun, Marvel, nerdy, 3D printing type thing. But this needed to be said because I've been missing. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate the follow. I appreciate all the positive comments I get. But please follow me on Instagram. It's MP3D on my Instagram. It's also MP3D photos, but I don't really do as much on there. But follow me on MP3D mostly. I do have a Twitter for MP3D. And like I said, I do have a podcast called The Bro Show. I've not put anything on there in a while. And I may transition that over from the Bro Show. It might be the MP3D Bro Show. Who knows? But anyway, we're looking on the up and up for 2022. I hope you're having a great year. Let's stay healthy. Let's stay positive. And I'll see you soon. Peace.